Natsuki suddenly stands up. Looks like we're gonna have a cat fight on our hands. I'll get the camera. Skip blind.
I like me.
No, you skip that.
Why do you keep skipping?
Because I pressed the button on accident.
Why do you keep pressing the button on accident?
Because I pressed the button on accident.
You're taking food on the camera. Really?
Really?
It's a little cuter than I expected.
Yeah, I wonder why. Oh, jeez.
No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
What makes you say that?
Which is a good writer too.
What makes you say that?
So take it as a compliment.
I won't. If you say so.
Yep. Sorry, just fiddling with that. By any chance, have you read anything by Sal Silverstein?
Who? Maybe a long time ago.
He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. Sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody.
I see. So you're saying that Natsuki's kind of like that?
Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert. You probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. It might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore.
I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take me a while before I feel comfortable doing this.
That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I always hope you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have anything to worry about impressing them or anything.
If only you knew, Monika.
Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Absolutely not.
Don't worry, I'm not very good.
I know you're not. You sound very confident for someone who claims to be not very good.
Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know?
I see. Let's read it then.
Hole in wall. It couldn't have been mean. See the direction sparkle products. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I see red, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Searching. Stretching forever into everything. A hole infiltrates choices. I realized now I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So, what do you think?
I absolutely despise it. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback.
It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style's gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful.
What was the inspiration behind this one?
Well, I'm not sure I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently.
What do you mean by that?
It's been influencing my poems a bit.
Epiphany?
Yeah, something like that.
Who knew two-dimensional characters could have that? I mean,
I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe even after everyone is friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down to the paper and tidy it up later.
I is actually really good.
Yeah, it's very good advice. Another way to think of this is, if you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. I like Monika.
She's nice. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. They all look at me as I suddenly sigh out of nowhere. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting and playing with Legos. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read it in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem, dashed with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Cute? You completely missed the symbolism or something. It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and me did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own.
Shove it up!
Fuck off!
First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style.
I've heard that line before. Bad writers on Wattpad.
Really? I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. I mean, which I haven't yet. Bitch. And me liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up. Looks like we're gonna have a cat fight on our hands. I'll get the camera. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Yuri is headfirst already into a book, almost completely forgetting the argument at hand.
That's not what I... You're just...
Yuri stands up as well.
Maybe you're just jealous that me appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours.
Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Ugh. Everyone okay? You know what? I wasn't... Fuck. I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as me started showing up.
Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you! I don't like the fighting, guys. That's my job. Suddenly, both girls run towards me as if they noticed I was standing there.
Me? She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate the simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making a poem all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her.
Wait, There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, me?
Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
Help me, Sayori! Go with Sayori, please! Go with Sayori!
I must appease.
JJ, no!
I must appease.
No!
I must appease.
No! JJ, you rat bastard!
Yuri, you're really talented.
Well,
But Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know.
that's not...
Natsuki, I think that's enough. Yes, master.
Oh, God.
Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what was talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. Sharing it can definitely be hard. It's like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. So hard that her head practically falls off. We should probably call an ambulance, but I think it might be a little too late for that. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. Face like I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either.
Well, if you say so.
Hey! It's not like you need to apologize for me. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. I think about... Natsuki glances around the room. But everyone stop staring at me! Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monika looked away. Anyway, thinking about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori then runs behind Yuri and starts grabbing her boobs. This is just like the anime I watched last night. Sayori.
I'll go make some tea.
We're just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and tell her to fuck off. Monika's been playing with Legos the entire time.
Well, now that we're past that, what the sprite shit is going on? Look at this garbage. It's like the wrong fucking piece. And there's not another one that I can like flip the other way. I did this wrong.
Monika then smashes her Lego set completely on the ground, scaring everybody. It was kind of funny, then kind of sad, then kind of funny again.
This is garbage. Look at that fucking shit.
What?
Oh, I'm sitting.
Yes, you're lying.
Oh, I hope you found that.
I just like to imagine Monika, like everybody's staring at Monika while she's at her desk playing with Legos, and she keeps like, she's staring at the Lego set, but she keeps pointing her finger at everybody and just keeps saying, "Hold on."
Hold on. Hold on. Just breaks my hand. Oh, what? Why are you like this? Hold on. Oh. Fucking Lord. Huh?
Why are you being? Oh no. Oh yeah. Looks right to me.
Always like the end of this shit. I've been building this wrong the whole time though. Let's be honest with ourselves. What the fuck did I do wrong? All right.
Maybe there's something wrong with that piece.
Oh my god, I might actually throw this. Fuck it. I'm done here. Let's continue. I hate these Legos. It's the worst thing I've ever gotten. Everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone.
It wasn't.
Especially you, me. To be honest, nice change of pace from the lazing around got a little bit too used to. You can't see it, but I'm dead inside.
So me joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere.
No, not at all. Not at all. I'm glad you think this is so fucking funny.
It was funny because like Monika's like character for our playthrough is that she's really into Legos to the point where she completely ignores what she was just saying to keep building Legos.
Spinach. Hey. Whoa. Poo-poo. What? Uh-huh. Ugh. Gross. Why am I saying these ad-libs? It's kinda cringe. Yeah. Okay. Eating ass in my pajamas. Eating ass, this one's your mama's. Eating booty, gonna catch the cooties. Telling a girl to send me nudies. Baked beans are so nutritious. Eating ass is so delicious. Girls on my dick make it quick like a formula. Titties shake, 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 Sonora.